All right, we continue now on the Sunday edition of Morning Live in the vibrant tapestry of South African culture. Design is not just aesthetics, it's storytelling, it's identity, and also community at large. Now, the Nando's Hot Young Designer Competition is a testament for commitment to empowering local creators as well as amplifying their voices and really celebrating the unique narratives that make up our nation and makes our nation so extraordinary. So from conceptualizing groundbreaking designs to launching sustainable businesses, these innovators will redefine the boundaries of art, function, and cultural relevance. And to chat a little bit more about this morning, Walter Train, one of the Nando's Hot Young Designer 2024 finalists, joins us this morning to chat about his journey and really what we can expect from here into. Walter, on that note, good morning. Thanks for your time on the SABC at this hour.
Thank you so much for having me.
Firstly, congrats on making it to the finalist list. I can't imagine how you're feeling at this point, but your energy is, it doesn't lie.
Okay.
So congrats on that. Perhaps you could speak about your journey, conceptualize and getting into the zone and imparting what you have to make it this far. Well, what goes into that for you?
It's quite a different process with each product that you design. With this competition specifically, with Nando's being a company or a brand that really encourages vibrancy and things being you speaking your own narrative within your work that you do. So it was a lot of fun, you know. It was one of those briefs that you just kind of do your thing, be yourself. And as you can see with the screen design, it's very colorful, it's very vibrant, and it's got quite an interesting story behind the conceptualizing process of it.
Let's get into that. Storytelling, identity, community. I alluded to it in my introduction. I mean, it forms part of that mandate. So tell us a little bit more about that.
So the storytelling element comes in for my brand is called White Sheep, right? So White Sheep stems from me growing up. I grew up in a mixed race household. So my biological father is Scottish and my mom is Zulu. But my mom married my stepdad who raised me. His name's Pele, and so in the household, I was the only person who was light-skinned, right? Within a black household. And as much as I was grew up with so much love and adoration from my family, I always had mixed looks from the outside world, you know. So, you know, when I would get dropped off at school, friends would see me get dropped off and be like, who is that? And I'd say, it's my parents. They'd be like, are you adopted? And, you know, so I always had this identity crisis growing up. And it was really hard because I felt like me owning my culture meant that I had to, like, not fit in with my schooling peers. And so I was very shy about my heritage and culture and about being different. So that whole journey, I kind of felt like a black sheep. And then as I got older, I started to embrace my culture and started to embrace my difference. And that's hence when the brand White Sheep came about. And White Sheep, it's not just about me, but I think it's more about a collective of individuals who have felt like they've been, you know, kind of misunderstood or, and, you know, don't try and fit in with everyone else. And for me, it's more about, like, owning your difference, being bold, being brave. I've always been a little bit of a rebel at heart, kind of going against societal norms. And I think doing that kind of really pushes boundaries and it inspires people, you know, because we have to own our individualism.
Absolutely, and there's unity. We can create unity and diversity, and you become a conversation starter, right? So it's not just about the socio-political constructs, it's or your aesthetics or the color of your skin that determines who you are, right? That's where choice and agency also comes in. So what would this competition have also done for you? How would you have grown? How do you think it impacts society at large, given our heritage and perhaps your story in this?
I think the competition it allows people to tell their stories, and it's a great platform for that. And it's been an incredible experience, you know, seeing all the other designers. I think all of them are so talented and so, I mean, I'm rooting for all of them to win. You know, if everyone, I would say we should prototype everyone's pieces, but everyone has a unique story to tell, and I think that's super special. For me, it's just, again, another avenue to create and be different and express myself. And so, it's been a great opportunity for that.
How do you expand from here into? I mean, so this is one competition where we're catching up to your greatness through this. So what else can we expect from you?
For now, it's we'll be in the incubation business development process with Claude Morris, which has been super phenomenal. We had our first workshop yesterday, and he really took things back to the simplicity, or like back to basics. Like, why are we doing this? What are the values of our brands and our companies? And so through doing that, we kind of had to like really go take things back and be like, oh my gosh, like this is actually where we've started. And so for now, it's about kind of defining yourself, your brand, and who you are as a designer and as a creative. And yeah, so that's the next stage of this competition.
Well, what do you think about AI? Because I know, I mean, obviously we're looking at the role that creators are going to play. You can't copy creation or creativity and the spirit thereof. But there's that fusion of digitization and AI that's coming into the fore. How have you balanced that for yourself?
We must celebrate it. I think AI can't create a unique and individual piece, but you could absolutely use it to help you. Like, for instance, these are rendered images. It's not AI, but it's a form of it. You know, it's not. It hasn't been built, but so we have to use technology to help us. And yeah, I'm not someone who's against AI. I think if you can use it to like help you to convey a message or a creative process, then all for it. But it really. It cannot do what a human can do.
Absolutely.
So you'll never get that spark or that individualism in it,
Okay,
so I'm not scared of it, you know.
Okay. No. That's comforting to hear. I know there's a lot of clouds around embracing it and really waiting from here. All the best with this competition and with you going forward with the incubation part of the project as well. Thank you for your time.
That's a pleasure.
Wishing you all the best of luck for your future endeavors. We were just in conversation this morning with Walter Train, of course, one of Nando's HYD 2024 finalists, and obviously looking forward to expanding his journey in design in South Africa's design landscape, that contribution to the world story at large.